So number 10 on the list is Josh Bridges.
Woo! Wow.
Paid the man.
And oh, look at this. He's
Wow.
giving us all the preview. Josh Bridges comes in at number 10. He competed 6 times at the games as an individual. He finished second once. It was his only podium finish. And he has kind of an interesting balance to his competition years because the first couple years he was there was very good. He was second. Then he had to take a year off, I think. Then he came back and was 7th and 4th. I think he missed another year, and then he was 13th. And then his last 2 years he was 30th and 31st. So, noticeably worse relative to those first 4 finishes. And when looking at Josh relative to some of the guys below and above him on this list, the thing that really stands out for him is the number of event wins he has. He's third all-time in event wins with 8, and he's won some of the most famous workouts in the history of the sport and has some of the best celebrations in the history of the sport and won some of those events against some other guys on this list. He's, when it comes to a size perspective, he's always been an outlier on the floor. He's just been smaller than most of the other guys, but it hasn't prevented him from doing exceptionally well in the years that he was ready to go. And I think that if he had had 1 or 2 more years, that 1 year he was serving, he was on a tour of duty, and then 1 year he just barely missed it at regionals, that there could be potential for him to be even higher on this list. But I think 10 is where he falls, and I feel pretty good about him there.
2 things on that. Maybe being bigger would make him better, but the irony of him serving is if he would have never served, he probably would have never become a CrossFit athlete, because he used CrossFit in 2005 as a way to train specifically to become a Navy SEAL. And Josh is very, very open about the huge role that CrossFit played in him being a SEAL. And I think Dave has said that when Dave Castro was Josh's BUDS instructor, and said Josh showed up there fitter than anyone else, which is a testament to the training and Josh's hard work. I'm so happy to see Josh on this list. You don't even know, for the most biased reasons ever. I love Josh, and if there were one figurine that someone should make of a CrossFit athlete, it should be Josh Bridges, and I would purchase that.
I just like that you included celebrations into your factor.
Well, I mean, he's very well known for those, and I think it is notable that he's won that many events at the games. Sevan and I were talking the other day that it's difficult to win one event at the games. I mean, Mikko Salo has 1 career event win at the CrossFit Games, for example. Josh has 8, and like I said, only 2 people have more than him. Obviously, it's Rich and Matt, so pretty impressive.
Holy shit! Wow, that's amazing.
But the number that they've won jumps drastically, right?
We'll get to them later on.
Yeah.
Brian, just out of curiosity, do you know who has the 4th most amount of wins at the CrossFit Games below Josh? And if so, are they in the top 10 list?
There's a 3-way tie for 4th on that list, and 2 of those 3 guys are in the top 10.
Okay, interesting. Wow. Okay,